I want to welcome everybody to my safe space. Good morning. I'm only going to be doing a couple hour live streams right now. I'm just fine, Johnny. And how are you today? Good morning. Good to see you. See, everyone needs a safe space that they can come into and chat and not have to worry about being stalked and harassed and all that stuff. And so this is our safe space here, Johnny. Locked inside this square box, we find a lot of good people. I have a really lot of good friends, and some I even consider family. Too many to mention, but yeah. Well, I've been up for a little while. I always get up early, but I've got a lot to get done this weekend, and so I'm going to be doing an early live stream, but I'm not going to be doing long live streams. Maybe a couple hours at the most. By 8 o'clock, I probably need to be out of here and getting to work. I'm going to get all this stuff cleared out of here, out of the trailer. I'm going to work on the inside of that today. And I may get some leaf breaking done. We'll see. But my time's running out. I've got, very little time to get what I need to get done finished. And, of course, get out of here and get back onto my life, get back to doing my thing, right? So nobody's made effort to come and pick any of this stuff up. And so everybody's stuff is going out. Uh, I'm just going to pile it up out here and call the bulky trash people to come pick it up. I'm not even going to take it to the end of the road. I'm not even going to take it that far. It's too far to carry it. There's too much. It's going to take me days to get all the stuff out of here. And then I got to figure out how to get some of that stuff unbolted and took down and out. And yeah, I'm being threatened by people offline in real life, right? I mean, my life threatened, so to speak. And I'm going to have to be working on getting something done about that as well next week. Good morning, JoJo. Welcome in, my dear. See, around here, people can't, if they can't take your channel down and get rid of you off of YouTube, then they want you dead. And they will come after you in real life. They will. And they'll make you dead if they want you dead, believe me. Hmm. It's one of those things, JoJo. I have a tendency of pissing people off because I speak my mind. They can't handle the truth, you know, the usual. I'm never going to stop doing that. I'm never going to stop being me. I'm an activist. I've been this way for almost 23 years now, going on 24 years. I've been an activist. I don't have a filter. If it's in my brain, it comes out my mouth. That's how it is. And so I've got a few things that I'm going to be working on in my rest time, and I've got two or three little projects I've got to work on in my rest when I take my breaks from working. But I've given all these people plenty of ample time to come and get their shit off my property, and they just won't seem to do it. And so um, they keep threatening to sue me and do all kinds of stuff. Yet I've seen no civil suits. I've seen nothing. I've seen no subpoenas to come to court. I've seen nothing, right? And so, what is it I say? Fuck them. But I'm only going to be able to do short live streams in the mornings because I need to get started about 8 o'clock Central Time every day and start getting this shit out of here. I got to finish getting the yard cleaned up, and I got to get all that shit cleaned out of the trailer. I want it all out, all gone, and you know situated. And I've still got to go through my shed, and then all my stuff that I'm keeping, that's mine. That's mine now, not anybody else's stuff. It's shit that's mine. Um, I'll put into my shed. I'm working on trying to get my shed hauled to Oklahoma. My daughter's working on trying to get a trailer and a truck to pull it. So anyway, so we'll see. We'll see how all this goes. How much I get done. You know, I try to get people to come help, but all people want to do is they don't ask for things, but when you get people to come help you, they just want to steal things, right? Instead of just saying, "Hey, can I have this?" And I'll probably say, "Oh, sure, I don't want it." But that ain't how they would much rather steal, say, than ask for something. So, Banjo, there you are. Man, I've been asking about you. Where you been? Hope you're okay. Good morning, Pangy. Yeah, I got up and rewatched Evan's video. I fell asleep. I went over to Evans and then I fell smooth asleep hearing his voice speak, and I passed out and was tired. But anyway, so I went back and listened to Evan's stream this morning, and Evan makes a lot of sense, because these people have been coming after his family as well as mine and me. They want me dead. And you know me, I move around too fast for that. I know, Banjo. I know, sweetheart. But you're so far away, and I don't have the money to get you here, so I'll just have to deal with it best I can, like I always do. It's not really hard work. It's just bagging up a bunch of stuff and packing a bunch of stuff out and putting it out here on the side of the driveway where I've got all these little trash piles started, because that's where I'm going to have them come and pick it up. They come out with a big truck with a big claw, and they just claw onto it, throw it in their truck, and take it to wherever they take it. And yeah, I know, Banjo. I understand, huh? I have been missing you, though. I asked about you yesterday. I was kind of worried about you because you hadn't been in a few days. And Pangy, he's off on his next excursion. See, that's what I should be doing. I should be on my next excursion, just like Pangy. You know, I should be going where I want and when I want. Instead, I'm stuck here cleaning up behind some other tweakers, you know? I'm really sick of tweakers. I really am. Maybe they'll pass out enough fentanyl to take them all out one of these days, and then we won't even have to deal with them, you know? Oh, ain't I terrible? Ain't I terrible? That's great, Banjo. It's good to hear, honey. I'm glad she's doing okay. Monday, I've got a Monday. I've got to go to the. I'm going downtown, and I'm gonna spend the whole day operating in court. You know, going around to the lawyers and the court. I'm going prosecutor. I'm going to a lot of places, and I'm going to be discussing a lot of things with a lot of people. Yeah, I'm really sick of them, Banjo. I really am. Yeah, they're not welcome here either, Johnny. That's the thing, is they show up. They just show up and all of a sudden, there they are. You know what I mean? It's like when I was in jail, you know, and the one tweaker was in jail too, but then I get another squatter that comes in there and moves in. Then it takes me 2 or 3 months to get them out of there and then clean up their mess. They leave, you know. Bingo, yes, another tweaker, crackhead, whatever. Do y'all hear me fart? Oh my God. Woo, that stinks. Where is Honey? Oh my God, she'd love to smell that one. Woo, that one will take your breath away, people. Oh Lord. I've been drinking some coffee this morning. I got a new brand, and I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a Monster. It's got this Monster 300 Java triple shot, and it is making me gassy. So I guess as long as you're gassy, though, it keeps your stomach from being bloated. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't even drink a lot of that. I still got mine left from Christmas and New Year's. I'm not a big drinker. I'm not even a big stoner. I like to smoke a little weed every once in a while. Helps me sleep. It makes me sleep. Let's put it that way. But I'm not a big anything druggy. I mean, I don't. I love stoners. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong being a stoner. I don't even mind. I don't even mind the alcoholics, and the drunks. I don't mind any of that. It's the freaking meth heads and the crackheads and the freaking whatevers, you know. Yeah, I don't get any pain pills. I got off of those years ago. I haven't been back on any since, many years ago. And I don't really miss them. Yeah, nothing wrong with a good old fart, is it? Seriously, it made me feel a lot better. Keeps your tummy from hurting anyway. Yeah, well, actually, they're leechers, tweaker leechers, and then they want to leech onto you, and they want to. Tweakers are like just like leeches, though they suck. They want to leech onto you and suck every drop of life and blood out of you. They want to suck the life right out of you, and they want to make you just like them. I think that's why they got mad. Because I don't do the shit. Ain't never did the shit. Couldn't tell you what it looks like, tastes like, or what the high is off of it. I don't know. Never done it. Ain't gonna do it. Heroin's been back on the rise. And they're even putting the liquid shit in vapes now too. Yeah, it's coming out. They're selling it in vapes around here. That's the way they're selling it without getting caught for it. Because when the cops hem them up, they got a vape in their pocket or hanging around their neck or something. They don't think nothing about that vape, although it's sitting there probably full of methamphetamine or heroin or something. But that's how they're doing it now. I don't even know how, but they're vaping it. Comes in vapes. They sell it on the street in a vape thing. I've seen it. I've seen it. I drive. You can drive by certain areas and watch them stand there selling it. Well, Pangie, whatever you got, if you got anything extra as far as camping stuff, uh, ship it to me here in Arkansas. If you need the address again, just text me. You're gonna keep your hammock, aren't you, Pangie? I don't know what you're thinning down, but you could holler at me and let me know what you're getting rid of, and I'll let you know if I can use any of it. If it's stuff I already got, or if somebody else needs it first, let them have it. But um, it's like that sleeping bag, man. I love that sleeping bag. I'm not kidding. That is the freaking bomb. And I wore those booties. I wore those booties this winter. They kept my feet plenty warm. You kind of sort of know what I have though, Pangie. If there's anything you really don't want and you want to get rid of it, and just send it here. Jojo, he's got it on some of his videos. He's got his Pangie wagon on there. Oh, Pangie, are you going to get a new vehicle? If you do, I want your car. If you decide to get rid of that pretty cheap. I love that car. Actually, what are you doing with the wagon? I need something to haul my stuff in, and that Pangie wagon would be perfect. I've been looking for a small trailer just to carry my stuff on, so I can move my things up to Oklahoma in and stuff without having to rent a U-Haul. I was going to try to buy a trailer off the neighbor, but he only had one left, and he said it's too heavy. He says it's like pulling a mobile home down the road. And I said, no, I can't be doing that. But like if you're getting rid of any tools or stuff like that you don't need, there's a lot of things I need in the way of tools. Um, I don't know. I don't know what you're getting rid of, but just whatever you don't want. Hell, if you're coming through here, just drive it through and drop it off. I'm gonna be here till at least the end of the month, maybe even up into the first part of February till I get all this stuff done around here. I've still got a water pipe to fix. I got the yard to clean up, and I got to clean the trailer out inside. Although, well, they ain't gonna steal that mobile home. It's not worth stealing. Although they'll probably have squatters or something come in there. There ain't gonna be nothing in there for them to take, though. Ain't gonna be a thing left in there for them to take. I'll have the police driving by here watching it, and the neighbor will watch it, make sure nobody's here. When I leave, I'll let him know. And if there's anybody comes over here other than my daughter, he knows what they look like. Then you know he knows what to do with them. Oh, it's already gone. Damn! I wish you'd have let me know. 'Cause that's about I could have used that. That would have been perfect. 'Cause that's got that lid cover and everything on it. That was the perfect size that I need. I had no idea you were getting rid of it. But anyway, thank you anyway, Pangy. No, they're my shed's no. The shed's gonna be getting moved. My daughter's working on trying to get a trailer and a truck to move it right now. And if I had the money to move it, I can get it moved for about $600, but I don't have the $600 to pay a guy. I can get a guy here to move it, and he'll take it down there for me and set it up and lock it and everything for probably 600. But I'm getting on with my life this summer. I'm hoping to be doing a lot of videos, probably mostly fishing in lake areas and camping areas and that type of thing. I'm trying to get up to Colorado this summer. Colorado's going to be a blast. It's going to be a lot of fun in Colorado. I can't wait. I want to go see how if it's changed very much. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have any chainsaws or anything like that. Hell, I run a Thanksgiving Day when I was in here, pouring down rain. Some weirdo came up to my side of my van doors, hollering, "Open up, let me in! Open up, let me in!" I said, "Fuck you, get the fuck out of here, 'cause I'm fixing to start shooting at your ass." I warned them. I always warn them. You got to warn them. You got to give them an opportunity to get the fuck out here and leave. And if they don't leave, then you can shoot them. We happen to live in one of those, what do you call them, states, stand your ground states, you know. Yeah, it's nice in Colorado. I just have a lot of fun there. And even if I can't find my old friends, I will make plenty of new ones there. There's all kinds of people to hang out with. Homeless people. I hang out with the homeless people there, by the way. I usually do wherever I go. I hang out with homeless. Some of them aren't so nice, and some of them are just super nice. You just got to weed through and pick out the good ones, just like everywhere else. But I might even see if my old landlord's still there and see if I can rent my old room from him. I used to rent a room from this guy up above his bar, and it's real dirt cheap. No, I'm no criminal, but I will protect myself. That's for damn sure. Oh yeah, I never meet a stranger, Jojo. I'm friendly to everybody I meet. I speak to everybody I meet, even when they don't want to speak to me. I speak to them. You know, I'm always, "Hello, have a nice day. How are you? What's going on? You look beautiful today." I've always got some kind of comment to make to people. But I'm getting on with my life, no matter what these uh, methods and whatever they try to think they're going to do or want to do. Well, they can just keep on thinking it and want to do it because it ain't never going to happen. The smart ones already, they left the state and never returned. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment. I keep coming back here. But, it's my property. Fuck 'em. And I can change my looks up to where I look different. It's like the other day, I ran into a friend of mine. She says, "Oh, you've gained weight." I pulled that sweatshirt up. It's like a size 3X. And I said, "Oh no, I haven't gained. I haven't gained any weight." I said, I just like to wear big old bulky clothes that make me look like I weigh 300 pounds. I see I can bleach my hair blonde. I can wear bulky clothes. I can look fat. I can look skinny. You know, I can change my appearance anywhere I go, you know, to where I look like somebody totally different. I do it all the time. No, they only got more energy because they're on meth, you know. And what the only time I really have to watch them is during the night because meth people sleep during the day, prowl during the night. So that's why I'm up. That's why I'm up late at night, up and down all night long. So like last night, I'm not sure somebody was out there last night because my dog kept barking, and the neighborhood dogs were all barking for quite a while last night. So there was somebody walking around, pilfering around somewhere. They didn't come over here though. I get out and stand out there with my spotlight and spotlight around on them till they go away. Spotlight in one hand, gun in the other. you know, look like Billy Jack. Yeah, but I like it. Don't matter. Like I said, I can turn my hair orange or green or purple or blonde or whatever fucking color I want to color it right. And I look like a totally different person. I'll go get a hair trim, a haircut. You know, hell, 2 years ago, I cut me a mohawk and had the sides of my hair cut off really short. You know, and I sported a mohawk. Now my hair's long. It's back down way past my shoulders again. Actually, it's down past my boobs. The tips of it is, and when I pull it forward. But my hair grows pretty fast. It's pretty thin, but it still grows fast. Oh, good morning, Nicole. How are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Hope everything's going well with you today. Oh, yeah, I sport a mohawk. I look really good in a mohawk. And I get really really dark in the summer. I stay dark all year, but my skin color I get really dark in the summer. You know, I could do me some dreadlocks, and some shit like that, and they would even think I'm a different race. I can be anybody I want to be. Oh, no, fuck a motel. I ain't gonna be in no motel. I don't care about motels that much. I live in my van just fine. I go take my showers right now at the gym at Planet Fitness, and oh, you look like Mr. T with a mohawk. I remember Mr. T from the 18. Yeah, he was a he was a big fella, if I remember right. He's one of them kind of go right before he kills you, breaks all your bones and stuff. He'll just grunt. No, no, no. Talk about Mr. T, the 18, the actor. Oh, that's sad, Nicole. I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, well, I'm rather dark skinned, and I have a biracial family, so I'm Native American, but I get really my skin tone gets very dark. Let's put it that way. And I got called. I about got in a fight with a dude the other day at the soup kitchen, Nicole, because some dude called me an in loving whore. I scared that boy so bad he took off running. I think he crapped his pants while he was running, trying to get away from me. I was on the phone with my daughter. She's laughing her ass off. She goes, "I know you will." And before she got the no, "I know you will," I was done out of my van after him. I don't put up with no disrespect. You know, you can do whatever you want to with me, but don't disrespect me. You know. Well, there's I get actually see that picture there I changed up. I get darker than that. Okay, so I have very, very, very dark skin. And maybe that's why he called me a in loving whore. I don't know. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Nicole. I get worse than that. I got people trying to kill me in real life. See, this is YouTube. You understand what I'm saying? People make threats all day long on YouTube. But I got people in real life trying to kill me. And so I've been on the move for about 2 years now. I stay moving around pretty good. And when I'm sitting in one place, um, you know, I make sure I got all my angles guarded. I'm not going out without a fight. Let's put it that way. I'm armed, well guarded with my dog. I've got a guard dog and a 9 millimeter. Who needs more than that? I done figured out, people aren't your friends usually in around here now. I'm not saying everywhere because I do have some good friends in Colorado and different places, but around here, people aren't your friends. They want what they can steal from you or take from you or do to you or you know. I don't know that. Hell, there was somebody came in Nikki's chat last night named Skylar saying I blocked him, and I don't even have a wrench. I'm like, how the hell could I block this motherfucker? I ain't even got a wrench in here, you know. But I just let it go. They kept saying I blocked them, and I'm like, man, that bitch, or whoever, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but whoever it was, they crazy. Thank you. I love you too, Banjo. I was worried about you. I was asking everybody had they seen you because I was worried you hadn't came in. If you don't come in, at least every other day or so, I get worried about some of you because I know you're having it rough, and yeah, I get along with G Mangoes. I haven't had any problem with him. I know a lot of people. It was Oh really? I didn't. I never even saw Johnny. I never even saw a Skylar. I don't know if that's Skylar. I don't even know that person, to be honest. Well, the people in YouTube that hate me because I stand up for what's right. and I speak out about it. I don't keep it, I don't keep it under hat. I don't have a filter. If it's, yeah, he's G Mangos. He's always treated me well. I don't get time to get over there much. Oh, good morning, Jang. I don't. Oh, to him. I don't see Johnny. I don't even know who it is unless it's that. Do you remember that Sky Warp? Maybe that's who it is. Johnny, do you remember Sky Warp that used to come over at Jazzy's and AJ's? I don't know. If that's the only one I know with a Sky name, well, like Skylar. But I did. I mean, I didn't block him. Honestly, I didn't even see him in the chat, but I was getting booted a lot. I love you, Jangalang. Jangalang, I got a name. I got a name. I need you to do some checking on for me. I've seen it around for many, many years. It's Greg Olson, Olsen, and I believe it may have something to do with the VPN thing. I'm not positive, but start there. I'm gonna give you a starting point, Jang. Okay. I don't have the time right now to mess with it, but the guy speaks like he's got like a New Zealand accent. He's been around a long time. Been around a long time. I used to see him over in the the Dibbles chats and the Zane chats years ago. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. That's the only one I could think of. It might be. Like I said, I don't know. I have no idea who Skylar is. I don't know what they even said in the chat to get blocked because I didn't see it. I didn't even see him in the chat. And then when I went back, tried to look through my chat on YouTube, and I couldn't even see anything there. So, no, okay, Jang. Well, I was going to tell you, if you get time and you think about it, then you get bored. Now, the races that I've seen were Rick Crude, and we know he's white supremacist. Rider 58 is white supremacist. I can tell you who the racist cult leaders are because they're white supremacist. Yeah, I've been watching your lives lately, Jang, but to be totally truthful, I was kind of lost. I really didn't get the gist of them, but I've been tired lately. Got a lot to do, and I was sick a couple days with some sinus headache, or not headaches, but sinus pressure in my head stuff. So I wasn't thinking too straight for the last couple days. But no, yeah, I used to. Yeah, banjo used to get out of hand. I used to take banjos as a wrench. Oh, okay. All right, Chelsea. Thank you, honey. But Banjo's been smoothing out lately these days. She's been pretty good. I don't really know Abe too well. But welcome to my safe space, everyone. Oh, that's okay, honey. I just really, well, it's like your videos are sometimes like Rogers's jokes. I have to reread his jokes sometimes a couple times to get the gist of those because his humor's kind of, way out there. But yeah, safe space. Welcome to my safe space, Crafty Cat. Uh, there's a there's a thing behind that. I'll explain it later, okay? This is welcome to the safe space. Kind of like this is where you come when there's a tornado brewing and you don't want to get caught up in it. Yep. Well, here's the thing, JoJo, is I don't even go to those other people's chats. You don't ever see me chatting their chats. I don't go to them. I don't bother them. In fact, I've unsubscribed a lot of them. So I don't, if they're saying anything about me or putting videos up, I don't even see it unless somebody calls it to my attention, you know, and then I'll go look. But other than that, I don't even see the stuff. So I don't, because I don't care. Yeah, and we got a lava lamp in here too, JoJo. Yeah, we got beanbag chairs, lava lamp, and a fireplace. Yeah, ain't that right, cat? Hey, I got a dog and I know how to use it, cat. I love you, Crafty. Crafty's one of my besties. And coffee. Yeah, I got coffee today. I got a little donation yesterday. So I was able to go get me some of my coffee and I got enough food for a couple days. So I'm good okay now. Yeah, I don't really get into the racism stuff either, but I actually got called a in loving whore the other day, Jane. I about beat this dude's ass up at the soup kitchen. That's bad, ain't it? He called me that for no reason. Mhm. Oh, I do too. I had a lava lamp back in the 70s and a water bed. Hmm. Lava lamp, water bed. I had a beanbag chair and Nicole had a wrench in here. I don't- was she in a different name today? See, I don't know. I only give one wrench per name, and if if they don't come in that name that's got their wrench, then I don't know what to tell them. I'm not going to hand out wrenches to 5 or 6 different names on the same person. I'm not going to. In fact, I went through yesterday and emptied out wrenches off of people that hadn't been in a long time. But Nicole still had a wrench under one of her names, female Austin Powers. Oh Lord. No, I just don't like being disrespected, JoJo. YouTube's different. It's words on a screen in YouTube, but when somebody calls you that in real life, that's a whole nother ball game then. YouTube's my entertainment, you know? The place I come for, bullshitting around and talking smack and, having a good time, laughing about it. But in real life, nah, I will not tolerate disrespect one iota, not 1 inch. in real life. They'll get an ass whooping, and I'll make them like it. And when I get done whooping that ass, they'll love me even more. They usually do. They decide they want to be my friend after that. They want to calm that shit down about 5 notches. I know I'm old, Jang. I don't want to hear it. I know I'm old. Just because I'm 68 years old don't mean I still can't fight. Because I damn sure can. Well, yeah, and especially there was a lot of people out there, and they were hollering it out in front of everybody, and all these people know me, because I go there 2 or 3 times a week. So a lot of people there know me, from being there. They know I don't cause no trouble. I don't bother nobody. I don't do no nothing. Well, the guy got bent. He's Luke. Good morning. Good morning, little giblet. My little giblet man. Well, I'm not like Ann Jang. I get around very well for my age. I'm very strong, strong-willed. I'm very strong in my body, you know. Hell, I can swing a hammer with the best of them. But yeah, Luke's building a house, Jang. Have you met Luke yet? Nah, she's getting weak. She's weak, Jang. She's getting weaker. She's real good at running her mouth on YouTube, what I mean. But in real life, hmm, they don't get me either, Pansy. I run too fast. You know me. When the kitchen gets too hot, I get the fuck out of it. Hammer time. Yeah, Luke is really cool, Jane. You would like him. He's building his own home. He's doing a really good job. And he's doing it all himself. Yep. And Pansy's probably one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life, Jane. He really is. She don't chop no wood, Banjo. Hell, I wouldn't even chop wood. I'd go get a damn wood splitter. I'm not stupid. If I had to chop firewood to be able to have heat in the winter, I would go get a log splitter and I'd just split that shit. Why get out there and beat yourself down with a freaking axe when a hydraulic splitter goes split, fall over, stack another piece, split, bimp, fall over. All you do is lay it up in the splitter. It takes about 2 seconds to split a damn piece of log. Yes, yeah, well, I'd love to have that Pansy wagon. Oh, you don't know Yukon and Luke? Oh, a banjo. Um, guess what? Yeah, her screen name is Yukon Ann. She's a panel sitter. She'll get on panels and just sit, and run her mouth. But I'm fixing to get 2 more great grandbabies, Banjo. One's a boy, and the other one I don't know what it is yet. But I'm gonna be a great grandma 2 more times. That's gonna make 19. That's gonna make 19 great grandbabies. Oh yeah, I'm fixing. I just found out I got another granddaughter that's gonna have a baby. Yeah. I would like to see anything that Yukon Ann can do. Any of it. Any of the stuff she says she can do, I'd like to see it. Just one thing. Even just one thing. Damn, Pansy, you're giving away them solar panels too? Wow. I wish I'd had a way to come get some of them. That's what I'm saying. Well, let me know what else you're getting rid of. Oops. Ah, I'm having some coffee this morning and some raspberry cheesecake with my coffee. Oh, trying to. Thank you, Banjo. Oh, I know, Cat. Yeah, we've had so much rain here. It's not funny. Matter of fact, let me go look and see if when we're. I think we're supposed to get rain this weekend. Okay, thank you, Jang, and thank you for coming in. Like I said, I'm only gonna be on about another hour, and then I'm gonna get off because I got shitloads of I wasted too much time yesterday. I should have got out of here yesterday and got stuff done. I need to go check the weather because it was supposed to be raining this weekend. Cool, Banjo. Thank you. You have a great. Thank you, Jang, and you have a great day, sweetheart. And tell Tammy I said hello. By the way. Anyway, I'll see you later. I'm still gonna be going my lives. I'm just gonna have to shorten them down till I get some of this work done. I'm not gonna be able to do long streams. Hang on a minute though. I do want to go check this weather. Hmm. Well, it's gonna be 65 today. Doesn't look like it's gonna be any rain. But sunset's at 5:15. See, so I don't have that much time to get things done, and I have to take a lot of breaks. I work a little and I take a break and I work a little. But it looks like we're not going to have rain until Wednesday night. They've changed it again. Well, I think the storms, when they moved out this last time, I heard the thunder rolling and it was moving out. So we're not supposed to get any more rain until Wednesday night. We're going to be a lot of humidity though, 15% today, which means that air is going to be moist as hell again. I don't, by the way, the birds are chirping, y'all. I'm going to open the door and see how cool it is out. Look outside, Sam. I'm waiting on the sun to get on up. Go get my dog. I'm gonna push you some treats here, Sam. You want to bury a treat out there? Huh? Want to go bury you a treat? Here. There's you another one. There's you another treat. I got birds. No, it's not that cold. It's not cold out. The wind's not blowing. And that moisture that I've been breathing is like pure water lately is not as bad this morning. It's probably why I don't have that head pressure in my head that I've had, a few days this week because of it. That's why I didn't feel good. I didn't get anything done. But I've got to get that door handle on the van and my window crank. And I've got to pull my dash one day and go in there and find that I've got a short. I think it's like a dead short, but anyway, I think it's in that cigarette lighter socket. So I'm going to work on that. I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to mount that solar panel myself. I haven't got anybody to come do that yet, but no, I do. I smoke like a broke stove, Johnny. You got that right. And that's probably the reason I have to take so many breaks, but probably the cigarettes, but I've been kind of cutting back a little bit lately. Haven't been smoking near as much. If I don't carry them around with me and I leave them in the van, which means I have to come all the way back out here for a cigarette, I smoke less, okay? Yeah, G Mangos doesn't come over here. Um, even Mr. T, he only comes over every once in a while. He doesn't even come very much. People stay in their own safe space. It's kind of what this is about today. You know, G Mangos, he don't get around. He don't go around to the other channels, and Mr. T rarely does. Most of these people, and I get very little time to even get out and go to cats or, I was in my zombies this last night. He was up all night. He's still awake when I woke up this morning. He sometimes gets some odd ducks on his panel. It's always interesting. Good morning, sweetie.
Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm only going to be on live about another hour, about 8 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to cut out of here.
I just came
That's
out to have coffee.
yeah, great, great. Glad you did. I'm just letting you know. Well, that's provided that the sun gets out, so it's warming up. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take my trash bags. I gotta get there and find them, and go over and start bagging some of that stuff up and just dragging it out.
Yeah.
Um, just to get it out of there, get done with it, get it over with.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to take the construction bag at least upstairs and start throwing stuff in it. Clothes, it's freaking clothes and bullshit that I see. Yeah, I have a dresser upstairs that I could actually use for my own clothes. Because in here,
The thing of it is, I can put all this stuff out here, and I can pile it up. Then I can call the bulky trash people and schedule a day. They come on Wednesdays. They only come out 2 days. They only pick up 2 days a month. So I'll see what day they're going to come.
what
And
the hell is the time here?
hmm,
It's telling me freezing rain, but it usually lies.
we had a pretty nice day yesterday.
It might not be in my area. It might be just further up. Yeah, yesterday was crazy. Um,
But we've just had so much moisture in the air that it's been making my head feel like a volcano. It's not a headache. It don't hurt. It's
right.
just pressure.
It's air
And it's
pressure.
all of my sinuses and the
Yeah.
top of my head felt like it was blowing up and about to explode.
Yeah,
You
that's
know, like I said, I don't get headaches. It's not even that.
it's the
And it's
barometric pressure.
yeah, but I've been taking a allergy pill before I go to bed at night, and that
Uh,
seems to help.
I take
That Benadryl, I've been taking a Benadryl at night
yeah, the
before,
Benadryl works good.
before I go to bed. And then it seems like in the morning I don't have any problem. My head pressure's fine, you know.
I just gotta get these windows fixed. In here, they're like older windows. So
Oh, Joe, yeah, you can come up on my panel anytime, honey.
yeah,
You don't have to show yourself if you don't want to. You can just come
no,
up, put your little icon up. Hell.
I gotta take all that stuff upstairs. Yeah, I want this guy to come in. I'm gonna call him. Apparently, if he lives down the street and he does windows, because the guy that's gonna do the door, I told you, like the guy.
Oh, you gotta get
He
the
tried,
triple pane windows. I was gonna ask you that.
well, it'll be because I'm getting my door replaced, so that will come soon, right? But I asked him about windows, and of course, the manufacturer in Hamilton is jacking him up for windows, so he couldn't even put the windows in the lady's freaking
Yeah, well, they put a few new
unit.
windows in for me a while back, but some of them they couldn't replace, you know. And
I noticed that
I'd
there's a
replaced
guy
my
down the
own
street.
doors because on a mobile home they only had mobile home doors, and my doors are standard 36-inch house doors. So
Right.
I had to go buy my own doors and hang them myself. And well, you know, my
Mine are
son
bigger.
helped me. Yeah.
Mine are
And,
bigger. Mine are longer out in the patio door, right? So it'll
well,
be
yeah,
like the
that's a
same
bigger
style.
door.
It'll be the same style that's upstairs.
But
This one's a bit
I
bigger.
use those steel. They're steel. They're hollow core, but they're steel. Uh, on the you know, the outside, and you know, the covering over them steel, but they're still hollow core, and they're still framed with 2x2s. You know what I mean? It's just got the steel doors. They cost a little more, but they last a lot longer than the wood. You know,
Yeah, these are storm doors.
and I don't even have a screen door on here, which I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to worry with none of my doors are just fine. You know, I can shut them, I can lock them, and that's how they are.
Yeah,
I've just got to get the mobile home. I want it cleaned out. I want my yard clean. I like my yard spotless, you know. I like it clean, so it's going to be clean when I leave here.
they tried doing this. Okay, I'm just looking for Windows, obviously, not the operating set. I'm talking about real Windows. It says here, okay, and our government tried to do this. So if your government tries to do this, do not do it. About windows and doors, they tried to make us going through the government, okay, years ago, and they wanted us to get windows and doors through them. So, of course, being in a building, I went downstairs and I said, did you know that you can get windows and doors? Because we all needed new upgrade, right?
Right?
Except for when you actually look into that, it's a scam. It's almost like the solar panels
Yeah.
on the government. You get
Oh
nothing back.
yeah, the solar panel deal. That's a scam. They don't do anything on
You know how
mobile
they
homes
start that
either.
though, right, Stella? They
But they're
started with smart meters. Once they
I
put
know.
it in their smart
I've got
meters,
the day. I know, but here, if you had to get the smart meter put
right,
in. Now,
right.
one guy told me that if I didn't get the smart meter put in,
Hmm.
that they were going to charge extra. Your electric bill will be higher every month because you
Right.
don't have the smart meter. This is what I was told.
It's
But then
told exactly.
later on, I find out I didn't really have to have the smart meter
No,
because we weren't going to be being charged extra for
that's
not
right.
having it.
It's a
Well,
scam.
yeah, one person tells you one thing, somebody else tells you something
It's
else,
a
and you
freaking cash grab. And you know what else they tried to do to me in the old house? They tried coming in to tell me that they had to replace all the freaking PVC from black PVC to white PVC. I looked at them and I said, "Get the fuck out of here! I don't think so. You're not coming in my house." And actually, it wasn't really my house,
well,
but
now I did get the at one time it was called weatherization program. Okay,
right.
actually, what I wanted was insulation under my floors, which they don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but they checked my windows and my doors. They couldn't do my doors because they weren't standard mobile home size, and they could only do some of my windows because they didn't have any windows like the size of my bathroom window that was really small, and the
Right.
ones on the end that are real tall and skinny. They're odd shaped windows. They didn't have any of those. They only carried a certain size windows, and that's so they replaced like 3 or 4 of mine, I think, that had a crack in them,
Right.
which they were pretty good. And of course, the windows that the police shot out are those windows that I can't get replaced from them because they don't have that size of window unless I I can always take the wall and cut the hole bigger,
Right.
you know, and put in a bigger window, right?
Bigger window.
Yeah, and take
Exactly.
those. Yeah, I mean that's my only option, you know. Or what all I'm gonna do is I'm going to sue them, and they're going to have to just buy me a new mobile home because the tin they damaged is not replaceable. They shot holes all the way. One of those tear gas shells went through the outside wall, through an inside wall, and out in the other outside wall. One went in, stuck inside the bathroom shower wall. One broke out a bathroom window. One broke out the middle bedroom window. There was 5 of them. I think that's all of them there. But
Nice.
yeah. And then they cut down all of my my security lighting. I had a 16 camera security system, which they beat them down because they took something and beat them down and pulled them down because they could reach them, right? That's the reason they didn't pull the neighbors down when they raided him because his were up 2 stories high and they couldn't reach him.
Huh. No, I'm just looking at
Because the neighbor across the street got raided right after I did over here. See, a lot of people don't even know about that because that wasn't put in the media. They took his shit and threw it everywhere over there across the road.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but he was helping them.
No,
He
I
was
was
help
looking at
he was
the
he was
sorry.
helping he was helping them, and they still went over there and ripped all his shit apart.
No, I'm just looking at the windows.
But he happened to be there. He didn't go to jail or anything, right? And
Right.
therefore his stuff didn't come up stolen. And this is the problem I'm having with Camden. Camden is lying. Camden is saying that I stole his stuff. And believe me, what his friends didn't steal, and that squatter, everything else of his is still here. There's not much of it because believe me, they cleaned him out. And what's left is left. And I've gave him ample time to come and pay me a storage fee, retrieve his property that's still here. He's not doing it. He's threatening to take me to court. Of course, he's slacking on that, so he better hurry because I'm fixing to have it all hauled away. And if that bulky trash people can pick up that boat and that hot tub and throw it in their truck, it's going too.
Mm.
I'm going to get it all out of here. Everything. I'm dragging everything that's his, that's Shorty's. It don't matter. It's all going out here getting piled up to be removed.
Yeah. Well, you don't want it around.
No, I don't want it. It's just stuff that's drawing rats and mice and roaches, and it's drawing in all this extra stuff. I got rid of all that stuff again. When I came back here, the house was full of rats again, was full of
Right.
roaches again because Shorty had food everywhere, and she wouldn't let me put stuff out when I was here before, back in October. She wouldn't let me put stuff out to get rid of it. So I just let it go. You deal with it then.
Yeah.
I can only do what you'll allow me to do in there. So um anyway, all the family told me I should have put her out right after my son died, and I should have took their advice and done it, and I didn't do it. And now this is what I'm stuck with.
What the fuck is that guy
I
that
should have
lives on
listened
the
to
road?
my family, and I didn't. All the family, every one of them, told
Right.
me told me to put her ass out of here, get her out of here. You know, and I didn't do it. But
Oh, I bet factory doors.
and they're all, oh well, she's so mean. That's her grandbaby. Well, let me tell you about a grandmother, and let me tell you about a mother that moves out and takes her things and leaves all the baby stuff in the house, leaves every bit of it in there. all the baby's clothing, all the baby's furniture, all the baby's toys. Every bit of it was left behind. Yet they took the time to break into my shed and steal my personal property, right? My things. So what kind of a mother does that? Mother of the year. If I was moving, my kids' stuff would have been packed first. I've moved a lot in my life. And
Yeah.
believe me, my kids' stuff was always packed and loaded in that moving truck first.
Yeah, well, that's
Because I bring a moving truck when I'm moving, you know. I don't bring thieves in the night, you know, in the middle of the night to sneak in there and,
no moving truck.
take what they're. Yeah, I get a moving truck. Yeah, that's
I had
what
to
I
get a
do.
moving truck. The last time I moved, before I moved in here, Stella, I had to get a moving truck and a freaking storage space.
Yeah, right.
Because I
Yeah, you
had to
get a
store
moving truck.
everything.
You
I
get a
had to,
huge moving truck. I had to get the big one, the biggest one they have.
I was homeless.
And you rent you a storage to put your stuff in when you
Yeah,
get to where you're
for
going
2
until you
weeks.
get.
For
Yeah,
two
until
weeks,
you.
I had to do that because I
Mhm.
had no place to put my shit. And of course, it was one of them delay things where I even looked at my grandmother and I said, I'm homeless. I don't have a
Well,
home.
well, when I moved here from Texas, that's what I did.
Yep.
I had to get a big moving truck,
Yep.
and I bought a house, but I wanted to repaint it, put new carpet in it before we moved into it. So I had this U-Haul that I kept for over a week, and we went out. I went rented us a room at the Super 8 motel, and me and my kids, that's where we stayed for a week while I was over there getting the new carpet put in, painting the walls, doing all that stuff, getting the house all nice and fresh before I took my stuff into it, you know. I want to
Right.
make sure there ain't no rats, that there ain't no cockroaches, that there ain't
No.
no, you know, none of that fleas in the carpet,
Oh,
whatever,
God, no.
you know,
God,
or
no.
cat piss carpet, dog poop carpet, whatever. I ripped it all out. And so, guess what? Immediately I got tagged as being a drug dealer because I moved here with money, okay? Because I had money. I got
Of
tagged as being a drug dealer.
course you did.
Of course I did. Yes. They don't realize that what I sold in from Texas was 3/4 of a subdivision and a store and my mobile home and anything and everything else we had that didn't fit in that U-Haul. I sold it all. So when I came here, I had a nice little chunk of money. You know, wasn't none of it from drugs, believe me, because I don't do drugs. Um, don't have anything to do with it, matter of fact. But this is how they do you. So I didn't. Here's the thing: I had so much problem out of them, and you know, throwing these. They're a drug dealer slurs at me. You know, they're in that neighborhood. I didn't realize it wasn't even that good of a neighborhood when I bought the house. So about 6 months later, I paid the real estate agent to take the house back after I did
Mm.
all that work and did all that, spent all that money, and I moved out and moved into another place, but. Oh, in the first place, oh, you got to hear this one. So I go and I'm looking for a place just to rent temporarily, right? And there's
Right.
a for rent sign out on this house. Somebody rented me a house that wasn't theirs. They took my money, right?
Mm.
It wasn't their house to rent. I pull up with my U-Haul to unload my stuff into this house that I rented,
Right.
and the police show up and go, excuse me, but this isn't your house. I got a rent receipt and everything, right? Sorry about your bad luck, ma'am. Get your shit out of here and haul ass. So I had to take those people to court and get my money back from them, you know. And it was just one headache after another when I first moved here. You know, one after another. And it's been that way pretty much ever since.
Huh.
And I've been here 23 years now. I bought this place here. I paid cash for it in 2000, and that's just here. I've been in this town close to 40 years, but I've been at my place here 23 years, okay?
Nice. I've been here for a long time. I don't plan on going anywhere. Judas says you're bringing him out in I think I found a window place.
And
Um,
I was always your model citizen. I kept a good job, you know. I never got any tickets. I never got any charges or anything, you know, until basically until I was arrested and tagged with Camden's charges. You know, they put those same charges on everyone there. And so now he's got his friends coming after me. I received another email from that one guy yesterday, and then he showed up in the chat. I knew he was there. That's why I read his email out loud in my chat that he
Uh-huh.
sent, because I knew he was in there or he wouldn't have sent the email. And so he started speaking out in there. See, he believes everything Lioness Camden tells him. Why don't Camden come at me himself? Why does he send punks to come do his dirty work? Why don't he come after me himself? What is wrong with that pussy?
Well, you know how they are.
Well, in my book, if I got a problem with somebody, I'm not going to send somebody to do my dirty work. I'm going to do it myself. You know, I'm
They're
not a
not-
pussy. I'm not a chicken shit.
Uh-huh.
So Monday, I'm going down to the prosecutor's office. I'm going to show him all those emails from his friends that he's sending after me, you know, threatening me and such. And
You know, I actually took the sticker off of my freaking
so
pencil.
what he's going to do is shuffle his more of his friends down the shit tube while he's going to come out smelling like a rose.
Yeah, well, you know, that's usually how it goes. But do we? I mean, somebody got mad at me yesterday, and I didn't do it. I didn't fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like, I
I
had
don't
no
bother
idea.
nobody.
No,
I don't.
this person, okay, and I'll tell you in the back chat who it is. They went off on me, and I'm like, what the fuck? It's not I didn't do that. You know, they have an account out there that's obviously a clone account,
Mm-hmm.
and they wanted to come at me, and I'm like, it says it right there. If you didn't catch that, that's not my fault. I'm showing you exactly what's on the computer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where you're clicking and where you're going after whatever, and I'm not one to tell you who to click on and who not to click on, but this is what happens. Here, I'll give it to you in the back chat. They got
Okay.
freaking doxed. I have a feeling I know who it is.
Hang on. I'm not going to tell you, but let me see it.
They went off on me. And I'm like, that's not me. I didn't do that. I mean, and I'm used to that person coming at me. And it was like, oh my God, again. Sooner or later,
Oh,
I'm
no,
done to
that's
that person.
definitely a troll.
Yeah, that's what
Definitely
I
a
said.
troll.
Well, you know who I think it is?
Yep, I can tell you. Let me put it back chat who I think it is. Hang on.
There you go.
No.
No, or the other ones. Or the other ones.
Bingo. We said at the same time. That's exactly. Bingo. There you go, girl.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's that first one at all.
No, but that's the where I just put the last one with the 3 letters. That's where they all are. That's where they all are. I don't go in there. I don't watch that.
But I'll tell you who it probably is.
Yeah.
And they're going after somebody named a Kit Kat, not Crafty Cat, right?
No, not me. Not me. I mean,
No,
not me.
listen. What I saw was Kit Kat. Now get this. No, that's that fucking crazy kitten. Remember the one that came up on my panel that day threatening me, that big, fat, heavy-set, retarded blonde chick? That's who they should be going after. That's the one doing it.
Yeah, they'll try to come after me. It's funny.
Yeah, but I'm just
It's
telling
funny.
you who it is.
And I do a lot of things on fun. I do it on purpose.
Yeah, but you know who I'm talking about. Remember, she came, she got on my panel twice and accused me of trolling her. And I'm like, bitch, get the fuck out of here. I don't even know you.
Right.
I have no idea who you even are. And she goes by the name Kitten Cat.
Mm.
Remember?
Yeah,
And
there's so
that's
many of
because
them.
I saw somebody mention the name Kit Kat. And I thought they were referring to you, and they evidently they were.
No,
No, they think you're
they'll
that.
try.
They think you're that other one, but you're
Yeah.
not.
No.
That's a chunky ass, retarded, blonde, goof ass bitch. But
I'm
you know
not
what I
something.
did? No, I got her. I got her off my leg because I went and put her dirt out there on my community page. That always gets rid of them. I hunt their fucking shit down,
Hmm.
and they leave me alone. They move on. That's what she did. She moved on, hadn't been back.
Yeah.
I said, because I'll come to your house, bitch. You think I won't? I'll drag you out there by the hair of your fucking skanky ass, fucking fat ass head. I'll throw you on the sidewalk, stomp your face in. Come on in, Sam. Come on, get in here. He's down there.
Oh,
Well, he won't come in till I tell him. Lay down, Bubba. Lay down. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he took his dog treats out and buried them and hid them or not. I'm gonna give him a couple more. Okay, you can have a couple more. He wants a couple more treaties.
oh.
Oh, my baby. Here. Now here's another one. Oop, get it. Get it.
I'm stretching.
Yeah, but there was somebody messing around out last night. I never could see him, but the neighborhood dogs way over was barking.
Were they?
Oh yeah, on the over toward the next street over. I could hear them dogs bark for a couple of hours last night. About 1, 2 o'clock this morning.
Oh, nice. Somebody crawling around.
Somewhere. Yep, they didn't crawl over here because I step outside. I start yelling. I get my spotlight and I spotlight around, and
You
I'm
should
going,
get the
"Come
fuck
on, come
away.
in my yard, and you'll find, and that's where they'll find you with a toe tag the next morning.
Ah.
Step on in here." And then it gets real quiet.
Ugh.
I'm not playing their stupid ass games. Because when
No.
you play stupid ass games, you win stupid ass prizes.
Oh, they have a law that, well, I mean, apparently they're doing it already. It's just now it's going to go through. All these people are going to be all too whacked up on drugs. So be careful when you're out there.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. They're geeked out on drugs
I
and
think
I'm
that's
not.
so
So
stupid.
I've already got 2 steps ahead of them.
I think it's so stupid that the government will let this go through. I think it's dumb.
But the
Now we have
government
to
is the
watch.
one. The government is the one bringing the drugs in
That's what I
because
mean. I mean,
because
for them
if
to
they got
actually legalize
that
this shit.
because the state that's the only way they got them making money, right?
Yeah, but have you seen what's going on in Mexico with what's his name's son? The son. Oh fuck, what's his name? El Chapo's son. He's firing up everything. There's Canadians over there. They're told to, hanker down. However, it's a little scary. Firing up
Well,
everything.
I knew something was going to come back out on El Chapo. He's
Well,
not
that's
going to take that shit. He's not going to take that shit laying down. That's for
no, that's
damn
his
sure.
son. It's his son doing all the fucking violence over there. If you come across the articles, there, the girl in the hotels. This isn't the first time
Well, what
Canadians have been
happened
stuck.
is back at one time there was a bunch of little bitty small cartels running
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah.
Well, the bigger cartels bought out the smaller ones,
Well, they're involved.
which made them very, very, very large, if that makes sense.
Well, they're involved also with this on the Mexican side.
That's
It's
what I'm
everybody.
referring to, the Mexican side,
Yeah,
right?
it's the banditos on that side that are helping with the immigration and stuff like that. You
But
catch
but
wind
I'm
when they're talking.
like locally,
Yeah,
what I'm saying is the police they cover up and allow them to bring and ship all this whatever they're shipping in, the
yeah,
heroin, the fentanyl, the meth, the heroin, all that, even weed. It's all
Yeah,
coming in.
it's Texas.
It's all coming in. It's all coming in from Mexico. The cops are backing it. They're covering it up. They're letting them bring it in. So
Yeah,
if they can go back around and then they'll watch the people they know that where it got left at, they'll
right.
watch them for 6 months and then they'll bust them and take them down, let them back out of prison in 2 years because they know they're going to go back and do the same thing again and they can make more money off of
Money
them.
is money,
Yeah,
right? So,
it's all about the money.
however, when you look at this, when I'm reading the freaking new laws, and I'm like, this is so fucked up because you have kids, and the kids will get their hands on the MDNA and what have you. And now we have, never mind your freaking pandemic. Look at this, is coming right after your pandemic, right? So they say, the pandemic.
Always.
All right. So it's one of them. Now you have people they're closing down some ERs where in Stratford and what have you, or I think it's Sarnia, something like that. And of course, a lot of people are high to begin with and they're homeless. But the cops, they're already implementing 200 cops. So they'll bring in the cops first, as they've said. And then, of course, now all this freaking drug shit. Either way, as long as you're adhering to the rules of the road, because these guys are more prepared for you today. If you have even joints on you or, smoking a joint, because these people don't know how to drive.
Yeah, they I think around where they've made it medically legal in most states.
Yeah.
Usually, I don't think if they find you with a joint or a little, just a gram of weed or whatever, it's probably going to be like a citation
No,
to
just
come
so
to
that you're
court.
not, if you can,
But they're still going to drag you through drug court. You
yeah,
got to pay a big bunch
if
of
you're
money.
high
You
and
got to pay
driving,
for a court-appointed lawyer. You don't get those free, by the way.
you
They
shouldn't be
say they will. It's you have the right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney. If
right.
you can afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you. But you still got to pay for the bitch. That's the sentence they leave out. But you still
Yeah,
got to pay because
you still got to pay the disbursement fees
I had to
for the
pay in
paper.
I had to pay in two courts. Okay,
Yep.
because they always start you out in the lower court. So the lower court makes a little money, and then they bound you over
They try.
to circuit court, right, to the
Yeah.
bigger court, and then you pay again.
See, it doesn't work like that. What over here? Over
No,
here, it's
they
going
double
right to the
whammy
big
you
court.
here. They double whammy your ass here.
Yeah, over here, it's see you in Brampton, and even the
Here
freaking
comes the
lawyers
pack of
can't stand
dogs.
Brampton. They can't stand it up there.
Here comes the pack of dogs again. 1, 2, 3, 4 looks like today. Oh, there's another one back there, I
I've
think.
literally heard when I had to go to court, you're sitting there and you're like
Yep,
all pissed off
there's
and what have
5 of
you.
them.
And of course, you hear the lawyer turning around going, "This is the worst court ever." And it's so true because everybody has a bad attitude in court.
Well, you don't around here. You act up in this court around here, that these judges here will slap you in contempt of court so fast, make your head spin. You
Oh,
will go
the
to
last
jail,
time I
and
walked in there,
you will do at least 5 or 10 days in court just for contempt.
no,
And then you got to pay court costs, court fees, and
yep,
court this, court that.
that's the thing. That's the
Well,
thing about it.
usually they nag you with $2,500 because they have to they charge you $100 a day for
Wow.
every day you sleep in their beds. Then they charge you for your fingerprints, your mug shots, your DNA, because they swab you here. When you go to jail here, they swab you. Your DNA goes into a database.
Yeah, you get blood over here.
That's
And
how they're
now,
able. That's how when these bodies are turning up dead now, even when they chop them in a million pieces, that's
yeah.
how they're able to identify them is by their DNA because they've been arrested before and they've been swabbed.
Well, think about it. They kept that DNA for a long time in the 80s as well. I mean, I'm one of these people that will
Yeah,
watch
but it's
like
in a big database now.
the
Now
ID
it's in a
channel.
big database.
Yeah, when I watch the ID channel, I'm like, wow, you kept that fucking shit all these years because they knew that DNA sampling
Yeah,
would
they just
come
put
to
that
better.
swab. They take that swab and they put it down, seal it. It goes into a vial with
Right.
a sealed cap on it, and
Yeah.
that's where it stays.
But they've
And then
kept those things.
they file it. They just file it.
Yeah. I was watching a program, obviously, like one of those investigative, whatever. Discovery Channel, and of course we're watching it, and I'm like, damn. They all keep it because they know that like in the 80s, they didn't have the DNA testing as they do today, but they knew that it would become what it is, right? So they all keep it so they can go back into those cold case files and get them, whoever it was hurting the people. It's interesting some of the facts that you actually listen to when you listen to people like Joe Kenda, and I'll be sitting there going, "You're never off fucking work. You're on 28-day rotation, cop. The cops are never off.
Yeah.
You're on
That's
28-day
true.
rotation." That's why I always say, yeah, that's right. You chose your side. You shouldn't even get marijuana. Some of these cops, like when I went to the hospital, some of these cops didn't even agree. They don't agree with Justin Trudeau and how they had to get the shot. Half of them didn't want it. However, they're pricks. So that's what they want. They want to be a cop, then be a cop.
Well, evidently, Yukon Ann hasn't heard about that new law they just passed, taking away all of y'all's guns and shit.
No, I'm sure that they'll do that. That's part of the program, no?
That's their new thing that they just passed.
Yeah, they want your
They
guns.
just haven't taken them. They just haven't taken them yet. It takes a while to gather up all the guns. What they do, I've seen in the past, is they will notify everybody. If you have firearms, you have X amount of time to turn them in. Then if you don't turn them in, then we will come to your home and take them.
Yeah, they're doing something like that. They wanted to discuss it more in the House of Commons, more
But
about
now
because
let me
of the
tell you,
firing arms
now,
and
well, let me tell you though what they're
the
doing
rifles.
with the guns that they're confiscating.
Right.
Okay, and the ATF is in on it. The Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, they're in on it.
Mm-hmm.
I've done a lot of research lately. So what they do is they confiscate the guns from people's citizens' homes, legal guns. They're not stolen. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with them. And the police come take custody of them, right?
Right.
But they don't even turn them in that they took them. This isn't like in my case. Now
Right.
what they've done, there is an underground place to where they're selling these legal guns to these other countries,
Right.
and they're shipping them out. So they're arming up some country. I'm not sure even what one because I hadn't got to dig that far yet to find out where they're where the underground place is and where they're sending them to. But eventually I'll find it.
Ukraine.
You know me, I keep rooting. I'll find it.
I mean, look how Ukraine is right now. It's crazy.
Well,
So
I'm going to say
that's
that's
what
probably
I'm saying.
where the guns under the black market are being sold to right now.
Yeah,
It's
they're
probably those
taking everything to Ukraine at the
Mhm.
moment,
That's
which
what I
makes sense.
figured too, and that's probably where my guns are. That's probably why they can't find them
And the
because
thing is, it's so
my guns
stupid.
have already been sold on the black market. I know this. Um,
Well, I know that there's a ceasefire because of Orthodox Jews. And I mean, how stupid is this? I'm going to call a ceasefire because of the holiday.
and what they're
It's
saying
stupid.
now is China is not going to fire uh, on anyone until the United States gives them the okay.
Yeah. That China has a lot of bullshit right now with the SARS, or sorry, not SARS, COVID. So
Well,
China is also totally packed with people. You know, when my mom went to go and get the baby, she was like, "Yeah, China, it's packed with shit."
well, I
You know,
stumbled in my research somehow I fall in these rabbit holes and I find out other things that I weren't even looking for. So that's how I stumble across some of this stuff. I'm in a rabbit hole actually looking for
yeah,
something else and I end up over there in this
I
rabbit
did
hole.
that. I did that the other day. I was reading an article on Prince Harry, and his name is not Harry; it's Henry. And it's funny because everybody calls him
Yeah,
Harry, and
yeah,
it's
I know. I
actually
remember.
Henry.
I remember Prince Henry. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
I
Henry.
actually my family is related to Princess Diana,
Well, that I mean,
and it's turning up in our DNA
yeah, of course it will.
testing. Right.
They know who you are because of the blood and the DNA. However, it was funny because he told the child, he goes, I don't know, they keep calling me Harry, but the ones like closest to him, like his grandma and what have you,
Well, do you
they
not
call him
remember the
Henry.
song? And I'm thinking the Beatles might have sang it a long time ago. I'm Henry VIII, I am.
Oh, Henry, yeah, that's a known one
Yeah,
over here. I'm Henry
yeah,
the
I'm just,
Eighth.
that's
I'm
what I'm
Henry the
saying though.
Eighth.
They're talking about Henry,
Yeah,
Princess
King Henry.
Henry.
King
Yeah,
Henry.
that's who they're talking about.
See, King Henry put the both Yorkshires together. The Yorkshire
Because
White Rose and Yorkshire Red
that
Rose.
all goes hand in hand.
Yes,
But I'm
because
just
of the
saying,
white. What happened years ago was the Yorkshire lads. It was the Yorkshire lads that they went and they tried to kill them all, so they wouldn't be king, except for one. And I saw that on
yeah, I think I'm not real
King
sure if
Edward.
my corgi is a Yorkshire or a Pembroke, but I think
He's not a Pembroke. He's not.
he's
The
got to be a Yorkshire.
the Pembroke, he's a tricolor, and the Pembroke, I grew up with one. They can be testy. They can be very guarded, like how the Queen had all of her corgis.
Right.
There'll be one that's really like, get away from her.
That's the way
Very possessive.
Wiggles is that away.
Yeah, they get possessive. They might bare their teeth. I grew up with one.
Yeah, and he'll growl his little teeth
Yeah,
and
he'll
them
show
little
his
short
teeth.
legs, his little wiggly
Yeah,
tail, and then he'll try to look all vicious with his little growly teeth.
even the trait of them trying to catch their tail herding because they're a herding dog, right? So
Right.
we would grow up with this dog,
And
and of
digging
course,
and digging. Oh God, they love to dig.
yeah,
They're also diggers. They hunt animals in the ground like moles and
yeah.
things, animals that hide under the soil. Yeah.
My nan had Kip. Kip was a beagle, and she said that in England, this beagle, okay, no joke,
Well, that's
was
I haven't
actually
tested. I'll never know for sure. But
dig
the
through
reason,
concrete.
but because well, the Pembrokes they had bobtails and they had long tails. See,
Yeah,
so I couldn't tell because in his litter there was
there was
only two
ten.
bobtails. There was four. There was two bobtails and two long tails in the litter. In the
They're
litter when he was born.
the Pembrokes are the tan color, tan and white.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we grew up with taffy.
he's got to be the what's the other one? The
Tricolor. He's like outcast. He's a tricolor. My mom had the one like that, a smaller
he's
one.
black. He's just like Sam. Same
Yeah,
colors. The black and the brown and the dark brown. Yeah.
yeah,
Tricolor. Yeah.
tricolor. And like
Mhm.
outcast is tricolor as well. So these are things that you find these animals kind of like calico cats. Calico cats are all female. You'll not find a male calico ever.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you'll never find a male calico cat. It'll be all females.
And I'm not sure what Karma is, but Karma's pure white, but
Hmm.
he has tabby markings on his head and tail.
On his tail and head, right?
Yes.
See, and they do say because we had a white cat. Cora had a white cat. She wanted to save it, so of course, we did that. And Lungy, he had blue eyes, and normally white cats are deaf. However, no, not this one.
Well, I had a cat that I thought was deaf for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and he was faking it or something.
He was ignoring you.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought he was deaf for a long time. And I've had cats that were cross-eyed, weird. I've had cats with one color eye and another color eye.
Yeah, I had that with Vegas. Vegas's eyes were different. One was lighter brown and one was green. He was
But my
such a
favorite
beautiful
was
cat.
my chocolate Siamese, and one of them would have yellow eyes, and one of them had green eyes.
Nice. I had
And the
my
black
cat
and the
and he
pure
just
black
going,
cats, they come the same way too. And
yeah,
some of them even have blue eyes.
oh nice.
The black cats come with three different color eyes, either black or
Gold.
the yellow. Yeah, I call it yellow,
Yeah.
or the green, or the green.
Yes. I had a cat named CJ. She was a stray, and
Hey,
he had nice.
Tupac.
Hi, Tupac. He had nice.
Cheers, honey.
She had nice green eyes. I had no idea where she came from. I think she was just
And then my brother gave me a Burman, and that was a real pretty. It was a white cat, was really long. The tail hair was long. Um,
a Burmese.
yeah, Burman. They're called a Burman, I thought, but I looked it up. It had a little bit of gray color to it somewhere on its head, or like little light gray marking. But
Right.
the rest of it was pure white. But now the cutest one I ever seen is that I had a Mancoon, but I couldn't keep it here because it kept running away to this other lady's house that had she had two Mancoons over there.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't stay here. Every day I'd go rescue him and bring him back because she'd let me know he was there, and I'd go get him and bring him back, and the next day he'd be back. And I said, look, he wants to be at your place because you have other cats of his same breed, and he wants to be there with them. And so eventually I talked her into keeping him, but because he was just going to keep running back and forth until he got killed, until somebody ran him over. But he had a big lion mane, looked like a lion.
Yeah,
Cutest little cat.
mine was the same way. Mine, my Vegas was like that. He was longer hair, and
Real long hair, yeah.
he pro- because females can get impregnated by a few cats, a couple of cats at least.
But now that wildcat that lived in the woods forever, that was just a gray brindle colored cat. I don't even know what kind of breed it was, but I eventually, after a few years, I eventually got it to where it would come up on the porch and eat, and then I got it to where it would come inside and eat and lay in front of the fan with the other cats and stuff. And then it just mysteriously turned up dead, of course, along with all my other cats. They all turned up dead. I had like 6. And I had 2 black cats. I had a female and a male. And the male would go around the neighborhood and drag, people was always dropping cats and kittens and stuff off, to get rid of them. They just drop them.
Yep.
And here he come one day, dragging me a whole litter of kittens up there. And he sat there and he just smiled. Big old smile on his face, like, look, Mom, I brought you some babies. Oh my God.
My cat would do that when I brought her in. They were all getting along outside, and then of course Cairo was just being a bitch, and
he took them to the garden though, and they were all hiding down in those bricks that I've got surrounding the garden so the dirt doesn't wash away. And because it's kind of on a hill. And I looked out there, and there's all these little kitten heads popping up out of these blocks, out of these concrete blocks. They were down in there hiding, and little heads just popping up everywhere. So I gathered them all up, and my Burman had just had a litter of kittens. And so I took these kittens in there, and she nursed them, and she fed them. And then I took them down to McDonald's and parked out there and caught people as they come back around out of the drive-through. And I stood out there one day for a couple hours and gave them all away.
You see, that's the thing. I kept mine.
Well, I couldn't. I mean, I already had like 6 cats, and there was at least 6 of these babies.
She had a big litter, though. I mean, and I kept them all. I
then one day, all of my cats just started dying. They would just walk up in the yard from somewhere else and fall over dead. I don't know who was poisoning them and killing them, but they were dying. And eventually they were all gone, every one of them.
Mine actually got ran over by my neighbor, unfortunately.
Well, Monkey got ran over twice. The first time, he was back in. He was mangled pretty good, but I healed him all up, and he was all good he was back like normal. And one day he got ran over out here in this curve. People fly around that curve down here on the southern corner real fast. He got ran over down there. One of the POA ladies saw him, but by the time I got down there to get him, I'm going to assume the wild animals had done carried his carcass away.
My dad.
So I didn't get to pick him up or nothing. But
I had 3 hit by car.
But that wild cat that was wild from the woods, when I found it was it'd been skinned. There was just a skin showed up in my driveway. There was no cat inside of the skin. It was like a fur coat just laying there.
Oh God!
Somebody had skinned that cat.
That's nasty. See,
that's I know. I'm just saying. So there's a weirdo out here somewhere.
See, there's
I don't know where.
my neighbor, he was always leaving the house early and doing his thing because he would work on the road, but he had taken off and we were getting curbs done in the new house. Anyways,
Yeah, that's what
the
they
curb.
do, Johnny.
He thought it was he thought it was the curb. And of course he left. And then I
My
got to
cats
talk
are
to
always
the
bringing me a baby bird or a baby squirrel or a baby mole or sometimes even a lizard or something. But they always bring you they don't really want to eat them. They like to play with them until they die,
yeah.
and
That's
then they'll
what
bring them to you as a gift because they're not hungry. You know, now if they're hungry, I'm going to assume they would eat them. But my cats weren't hungry, so they never ate them. They would just play with them until they died because they thought it was like a cat toy.
that's what Spencer used to do in the new area. Just totally bat the freaking mice.
Yeah,
He
I went out there
wakes
and
up
looked, and
because
I had a cat house, one of those tall ones, the big tall ones, taller than me. And I have to put it out there. I had it out there for the chickens and the birds to land on and get in and nest and stuff because the cats never would have nothing to do with it.
huh.
And I don't know, Shorty and them, I guess, went out there and they got it pushed over on the ground. And I got to go see if I can straighten it back up and set it back up because it was a nice thing for the wild birds to live in.
Yeah.
And that's the reason I put it outside because the cats didn't want anything to do with it. And I've even put a wood box out by my flower bed so that the lizards and things have a place to get in, when they want to get in out of the rain or the weather. They like to get out and they lay on top of the rock around my flower bed and they bask in the sun, during the day.
Mm-hmm.
But reptiles need that. They need heat
They need
so
to.
that they can to digest their food. That's why they have to have a hot rock or whatever that if you keep one indoors. Yeah.
I had a big lizard. Well, not big. He wasn't big. I had the big tank.
I had an iguana.
Oh, he was a New Caledonian crested gecko. He was pretty cool.
Yeah. My iguana was pretty cool. I used to take him out to the lake with me. And I kept him in a cooler, and I'd take him out there and let him swim around with us and stuff. And one day he got out of the cooler and disappeared. So I'm figuring if he's still alive, he's probably a great big giant iguana by now. People probably think he's some big alligator or something.
Mine had sticky fingers. I called him Jagger. Like the Mick Jagger.
I took the whole corner. I had a big 3-bedroom house when I had him and had a big living room. And I took the whole corner and I had driftwood standing up in the corner so he could climb up on it and lay. And I had a whole area just set up just for him. His water,
I know too. I had a
rock,
waterfall in there.
his heat blanket, yeah, all that.
I had a waterfall. I had the moss. I had the little log. It cost me like $300 just to put the tank together. And I even put Ivy in there.
I didn't put mine in a tank. I just let him run the house.
Oh no! The cats would have, the cat.
I didn't have cats at the time. I had snakes, and I raised rats, but I raised the rats separate, way out. I had an old truck topper, and I put a heater out there. That's where I raised the mice and stuff to feed the snakes.
Yeah, the cat would just lay on top, and I'd have to get the freaking crickets.
But I could go out there every week, and there'd be tons of new babies. Those rats and mice, man, they'll multiply like crazy.
How you doing, honey?
There's Honey Holic. Well, that sun's not looking like it's wanting to come out today, but
No.
I'm gonna get up here while I'm talking to you, dig around, find my bag of trash bags. I got my box came in yesterday, and I got my tobacco, and I also got my door handle and window crank I got to put on my van.
Worst comes to worst, I'm going to
looking for old trash bags. And I've got so much stuff piled up here. I've just got to.
I'm good, honey. Thank you for asking.
Got to.
I was listening to Tracy for a bit yesterday. Every time she put herself back, it was like she was going back into the darkness. It was fucking hilarious.
and I'm not real sure what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm gonna put that over there. That's charged up.
How you doing, honey? You good? Saturday morning.
Well, I'm gonna charge up this um it's a moisture collector,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna put it on the charger and charge it up.
My bones
Because
hurt.
yeah, it needs to get charged up. Um,
We need sunshine or something, man. Because it's no good.
well, there's no sun here yet.
There's been no sun for at least a week.
I was
I
looking
hope
for those
that
trash
saw sun.
bags. I gotta find my trash bags due to the fact that I need them. This needs to go over here because this has got to get put on the van.
I saw the sun briefly yesterday going down. I decided to walk over. It was chilly though. It was a chilly day. Yes,
Chilly day.
it was. When I went outside yesterday, I saw the
Uh-huh.
sun and I thought, oh, perfect. I'm going to go and stand in the forest and smoke a joint. That's what I did.
Well, I know I've got a big package of black trash bags here somewhere, and I need to find them
I
because no, oh, there they are. I found them.
auto watch
There
stuff.
we go. Whew. Big old roll. I'm gonna need them. The big black ones, the heavier ones.
The construction bags.
Well, they're not construction. They might be like lawn and leaf or something, but they'll work for packing these clothes up in.
Yeah, my cat came in and decided to lay on me earlier. I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Huh.
And she's just laying on me. She comes in and she'll try to wake you up and she puts her paws on your face.
This is another
Like,
project.
ouch. Your nails. Ouch. Your fucking nails.
A cup to put
And she
coffee in.
slides over.
No,
Oh,
I'm
thanks,
gonna
Otto.
start making my because I'm low on money this month, so I'm gonna have to
Just got $2.
like instant coffee and probably make a few things, to drink, Kool-Aid or tea or something.
Hmm. I didn't even get to see the moon last night. What the fuck?
It was still full.
I know, but I
It
didn't
was
see
still
it.
full for 3 or 4 days.
I haven't seen it. I've been cloudy over here.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
It's
me another coffee,
been
please.
full. It's been full for 3 or 4 days now,
I know.
which is very odd.
It's moon in Cancer. It's
Hmm.
a full moon. It's a wolf moon. In fact, I get the cold moon on my birthday.
Huh.
All these freaking the moons, they're renaming them. That's for fairness, I guess. I fucking don't know. They started doing that, and we're like, what's going on? Somebody said it to me. I was like, what up with these new moons? These moons that you're naming. It's called the cold moon. I'll be on my birthday.
Hmm.
Last moon of the year. Full moon of the year,
It
anyway.
actually looks like rain.
Yeah, it's depressing outside.
Got something stuck in my trash again.
Depressing. Goodness. Ew, excuse me. Oh. I'm finding my cat going into my, I'll see what she's doing now. I have to keep that door closed. You know that pipe on the back of your toilet? Oh, my cat has this problem, wants to continue going back there, and I don't know what.
Just a minute. Washing out this dog's water pan.
I think she's licking the pipe. She don't need to do that when she's got water. Brat. She's a brat cat. Every time you get out of the bath. That's what I should do today. Have a nice bath again.
There you go, Sam. All right.
I know. Me too, Johnny.
Sam's water bowl's washed out.
Especially in the summertime.
That moisture out here's bad though again.
You need creamer? I just got creamer. I have Coffee Mate. Auto.
They went up so much on that hazelnut creamer, you can't afford to buy it anymore. The powdered even. You can buy the liquid just as cheap as you can the powdered.
He goes to Walmart and gets the bigger.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They went up. They used to be $1.39 a jar, and now they're like $4 and something for the hazelnut. Even at Walmart.
Now I need a freaking napkin. I'll take this with me.
No, I got a couple of cardboard boxes, and I've been stacking them up in front of my windshield at night. So in case anybody does try to creep up, they can't see where I'm at in here to shoot at me. So.
Shoot at you.
Oh yeah. They're going to try that next. They'll do a drive-by. I know what they'll do. I'm expecting it.
Too Tall caught that on his critter cam. Somebody was shooting in his neighborhood. I was like, holy fuck.
Oh, they shoot around here all the time. It's not illegal.
Yeah, that was that.
You can shoot all you want here.
I went over to go see the cat. He gets a couple cats, and obviously the raccoon's over there, but oh, does the moon send kisses? Oh, fuck. Honey. She's talking about the shit that when she's getting out of the tub.
Oh, Honey's got a full moon. Leave Honey's moon alone.
Yeah, well, you know.
Me and Honey need our full moon. That's how we're able to be so gassy ass.
Gassy ass.
Oh, I woke up this morning gassy as hell. I don't even know. I think it's this new coffee. I'm drinking this M Monster 3 times shot, it says.
Monster?
It's a Java. It's a 300 Java Monster triple shot. Well, it's half. You can get 2 for a little over $5, and I've been paying sometimes over $5 for one of that can of that Starbucks that I was drinking. I can't afford Starbucks. I've got to cut it out. So I had to find a new coffee to buy.
Yeah.
And this is the one, and it almost tastes just like Starbucks. So yeah, I'm gonna start buying this one.
See, I noticed that they took the Starbucks out of the bookstore over here. When I went to the bookstore, I was like, yeah, good. And I think they're taking one down at the waterway.
Anything I start buying a lot of, Kat, they have doubled up on the price on them.
I don't like
it's like the coleslaw, same thing. You know, I was paying $3.50 for a tub of that coleslaw, and I'd go every day and buy one, right? Well, it was selling good, so now they've raised it up to $3.99, and I bet nobody's buying it because I'm damn sure not. They went 50 cents a container on it, and they can keep it.
Whatchamacallit, you could also make it if you wanted to.
Well, if I had the time to, it's not if I wanted to.
Yeah,
And
true enough.
I don't have my shredder and all that stuff with me, to cut
They
it up
have,
in fine.
they have whatchamacallit, they have the coleslaw here in a bag.
Yeah,
And when
already am, honey. Fire in the hole.
and when you get the bag, all you need to do is get the coleslaw,
Yeah,
the
and then have your own stuff in it. Yeah.
salad dressing, and you mix it
No.
together. It's really good.
No, do you know how my grandmother made coleslaw?
How?
Sugar and mayonnaise. She mixes it together and just stirs it in. That's it. Sugar and mayonnaise. That's coleslaw dressing.
Yeah,
My
somebody
grandma
else
did it
was
for
saying
many, many
that.
years. You couldn't tell the difference in that and what they sell now. It's got to be the same thing. Sugar and mayonnaise.
See, we just have Freshco over here, and we go to Freshco. It's cheapest. Johnny,
No,
that's
no.
somebody was saying the same thing about pet food yesterday. They couldn't find
Uh,
the food.
no, my dog food. Walmart has been out of my dog
Yeah,
food the last 2 or 3 months.
that's what they said.
No, they've had one bag of 16 pound laying on the shelf. That's it. No big bags, no tiny bags, one bag, and it was the original flavor. Well, I always buy well, it used to be a 55 pound bag, but instead of raising the price, they lowered the amount that's in it. Now it's a 45 pound bag for the same price, $23 and something plus taxes, a little over $25, right? Well, they haven't had that. And the bistro's what Sam likes. It's got little pieces of looks like real steak in it. He likes that stuff. So
Yeah,
I've had to buy the original. Well, last time I went, they didn't even have the one bag of original, and I had to buy pedigree.
right,
And he will eat pedigree, but he doesn't like it as well as he likes his kibble.
right. True enough. That's what I was saying. I've noticed that with the medicine.
Oh
Often,
no! Did you not know what the pharmacy break-ins are about?
I
We've
did.
had those here too. Let me explain this to you, Kat.
Come on, it
No,
happened down the street.
listen, the pharmacy owners
Yeah,
are paying criminals to come throw a concrete block or whatever through the window, break in, take all the narcotics, and then of course they're gonna and bring them to them, and then they pay them X amount for doing that. I mean, it's an insurance deal. They get reimbursed by the insurance company.
yeah. You should
Plus
have
they
seen
plus they get all the narcotics that they can push off to somebody else on the streets.
just
And
down the road. Just down the road. Seriously. We used to go to the doctor just down the street, right? And that pharmacy has been there for years. Okay. And it sits by itself. Now, I just passed this place not too long ago. I think it was on my birthday. And of course, I'm like, oh, that pharmacy's been there for years. Anyways, needless to say, I'm watching the TV last night, and of course, it was broken in. And if they won't be letting anybody in unless
Hmm.
they're dinging them because of
the
somebody came
pharmacy I'm speaking about's been broken into about 3 times. But what I did
downtown.
notice that was out of the ordinary was the doctors. Do you know how many doctors are on narcotics
Yes.
that go in there and fill their? Because I know what these doctors look like around here, right? And I've seen them in the pharmacy picking up their narcotics
Well, and
for
it's
their
like that.
personal, right?
A lot of them will, when you're sick, they'll write you a script, right? See,
Right.
we've had this shit over here a long time ago.
Hell, I can't even hardly get an antibiotic, much
You
less
notice,
a
you notice,
narcotic.
you'll notice today, the doctors are not leaving their pads of prescriptions anymore. Like they used to leave it on the desk, okay? Until some smartasses decided to grab these things when Oxycontin and Percocets were first coming and hitting the street. And of course, these are things that were caught.
Well, there's been somebody that's evidently got a hold of some prescription pads.
Yeah,
And
that's what I
it was
mean.
in the news. It was in the news recently here.
Yep.
And they're going around telling everybody to beware because they're writing these scripts that are not actually signed from the doctor themselves.
No, and they got in trouble down the street here because it was one of them. You're running fraud shit in this place. So that was years ago, and of course they've cleaned it up since then. It's just right now
But this was the same pharmacy. But this was the same pharmacy that back when I was on narcotics years ago, every time I went in there, I got to where finally I had to count them before I left because they would only take about 10 out of each bottle, but
Right.
they were stealing my damn narcotics. The workers were in there, and they had to be counted by 2 different people. Hand counted, not ran through the machine counting.
Letting the
Hand counted,
pharmacist,
yeah.
they'll be letting pharmacists take a little bit more control, like they were speaking about 10 years ago, not even, to start writing scripts.
But what
And
they got to
here,
realize, those pharmacists are regular people. They're regular human beings, just like all the rest of us.
yeah, but I mean, it's easier for a pharmacist just to, because they play with the pills all the time, right? I always say to play with the pills. They know what goes with what. However, it's easier for the pharmacist to write yourself a script for something that's not as bad as what you would think, right? So,
Yeah.
it's a
Well,
cold
they
or
write their own
whatever.
script. They actually cannot write their own scripts, but here's what
No,
they did. I think they're swapping off of these doctors, and they get this doctor, well, you write me a script for this, and I'll write
yeah,
you a script for what you need. They swap off. I
I
done figured out
literally,
all the. Hey, I'm not a stupid idiot like
I
they all
literally
look at me like
heard
I
my
am,
own
right?
doctor.
I figure out their little tricks and all their little shit
I
they
heard
pull.
my
I
doctor.
just keep my mouth shut and don't say nothing because it don't concern me.
Oh,
Right?
no. That's when I turned around to my doctor before I let him go, because it was like, fuck you, see you later. Um, it was one of them. I heard you. I heard you saying to your mother, you're going to write her a script for Percocet. And he wanted to sit there and tell me no. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, you fucking gay freak. And he was gay. Yes, my mother seen his, you know, he's the one like, oh, okay, I'm coming. Fucking idiot.
Oh, mama's boy.
Yeah, but he's Jewish. He was Jewish.
Uh,
And all that he continually did was just write scripts. And for me, it wasn't about that. It was like 5 minutes. I even gave him shit about my grandmother. I said, why didn't you go see my grandmother? What's wrong with you? Oh, I gave him shit, let me tell you, because my grandmother sat there for 2 years, right? Up in a hospital, and he never went to go see her.
Yeah, but what gets
Some
me
shit.
is, there are people out there that really do need to be on narcotics, but
Yeah,
they can't get the prescriptions because you got all these fraudsters out there
most
running
of them.
around getting them, and they sell them, and
Yeah,
or they just eat millions of them, themselves. They're addicted themselves,
yeah.
one or the other, and people that actually need them can't get them.
That's the thing, right? So
Yeah,
it,
I
so
need I need them. I just won't get them. I don't want to be on them. That's my choice.
that's
But
exactly what they tried doing to me in the hospital, giving me my fucking pills, and I'm telling them I don't need them. Like, you're giving them to me in the wrong fucking
no,
form.
well, they tried to give me that damn 7-way patch.
Oh,
That's fentanyl. That's
trying to
fentanyl.
tell her, I know.
Mixed
I'm
mixed
trying to
with
tell
mixed
them
with
like, I
mixed
don't
with
want your
6 other
pills.
things. And I'm like, I don't want that. I'm afraid of that. That
Yeah,
could cause me I could overdose on that quick, you
right.
know, because your body may not absorb any for a while, and then all of a sudden it'll absorb it all. Bam, you're
That's what
gone.
they want you to be, is all fucked up. And it's
Yeah.
no, thank you. I don't.
Yeah, but I like to know where my head's at all times. That's the reason
Right.
I don't even smoke weed a lot unless I'm getting ready to go to bed, because that's because I need that rest, right?
That's exactly.
And,
It's
and
one of
so,
them. When they were giving me all those, remember, in last year with those pills, and I'm telling them I don't need all these pills. You're giving me my pills in the form that it might say on the bottle, but I don't do it this way. Call my fucking neurologist. And of course, they never called my neurologist. So when I got a hold of him, I
yeah,
said, they didn't call the
Jethro was asking me yesterday what I do with all my harvest, and I said, well, I'll tell you one thing. I didn't bring none of it here to this rotten ass state. I wasn't about to take no chances on getting stopped with anything here. Period. Especially if I've been crossing state lines with it. That's
Yeah,
about stupid.
yeah,
No, it's sitting right there. It's sitting right there where it's legal, honey.
yeah,
And it'll be there when I get back.
yeah. Today you don't want to be stupid. You know what I mean?
No, and I'm not stupid. They
No,
just play me for stupid.
that's the thing.
I
Like,
don't I don't break any laws. I don't, and I'm not going to, you
no, it's
know?
one of them things like, even if I have something in my in my purse. I'll put
Like
the
my gun I carry is totally legal. It's registered. It was ran through a federal background check in my name, and they can run it. The police can run it anytime they want to, and that's exactly what they're going to find. That it's legal and it's in my name,
See, that's
just
it.
like all the other guns I had, legal and in my name. I didn't own a stolen gun. I don't buy gun. I don't buy any guns from individuals. I don't even buy them from the gun shows. I don't buy them anywhere unless I'm ran through a federal background check to buy it. Okay, that's the only way I buy guns.
I'm not buying any guns.
But they decide they wanted them. They wanted them more than they thought I needed them. So that's why they took them. And I'm still trying. I've still got to get. I got to get a hold of that lawyer next week. I'm gonna go up there and just sit in the office until he comes in. Uh, I may do that on Monday because Monday I'm going to go up and I'm going to get some things squared away on Monday. I've been dilly-dallying with them now for about 6 months. 6 months ago, they were supposed to have my property back. They gave them 30 days to return it. And it's been way more than 30 days. The judge gave them 30 days, right? Court ordered to give me back my property within 30 days
Mm-hmm.
by the judge. And that's what Camden and all those creeps, all those thugs he's sending after me are pissed about, because I didn't commit those crimes. Camden committed those crimes. They just put his charges on me, right?
Right.
And the other three people. We all got Camden's charges. Those were his charges, not mine, not the housekeeper, not little Eddie. They were all his charges, but we all got them slapped on us for no reason. And then they got mad because when I went to court, eventually I kept fighting it, and they threw my charges out because I'm not going to stand still. They knew they didn't have any case against me because those weren't my charges.
Right.
And so they threw them out. But now I'm a snitch because my charges were thrown out of court, and they're trying to convince people that I'm a snitch just to have me killed here. And this is why I have to be very careful, because they're going to start sending people after me before long. As soon as I get this place cleared up around here, I'll be somewhere else. I guarantee you that. They're not going to know where I'm at either. Oh, I'll video on YouTube, but they'll not know where I'm at either.
I hear something.
If you're hearing something, it could be these working trucks out here where there's
Big
trucks.
truck
Oh, they're building that new subdivision, and they're building a whole shitload of new homes out here.
Yeah. Hi, Nikki. How are you?
Is Nikki in here? Hang
With
on.
Bitchy, yeah. How you doing?
Oh, I don't even see her.
She's right there.
Well,
Give it a second. No, come up.
I was gonna say you always get pops up on yours before it does mine.
She's right here.
I didn't see it yet. I see JoJo's comment.
She's at the bottom with her heart hands. Shady up here.
I don't know. I don't see anything, but oh, wait a minute. There she is. Okay, see, now I see her.
Yeah.
Hello, Nikki. Good to see you, sweetheart. Yeah, like I said, yours always comes in a few seconds ahead of mine.
Oh,
Oh, Johnny, it's not that, honey. I'm on StreamYard. There's a big difference. There's a delay in it. And she's Canadian. So she always gets, my Canadian up here always gets the notification. People pop in the chat. She sees them before I do. That's why I like her up here. She can tell me who's talking way before I ever see them. Yeah, no, it's not that, baby. That's in YouTube.
what's that?
Yeah, that live chat, that top chat, live chat thing. That's only in YouTube. That's not in StreamYard at all. We don't have it that way here.
Nah, StreamYard wants my river. This fucking area. Stupid Tesla.
Oh, and y'all be sure and
Ugh.
yeah, it's just a delay. It's not a lag, it's a delay. Yeah, it's just a delay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, just
John. Yeah,
lags.
it's just a delay. It's not even a lag. It's just a delay.
As soon as she came
Um,
here, I seen her.
she gets the like I said, I don't know why, but the Canadians seem to get the
Their
chat a
satellite.
few seconds before. Yeah, their satellite picks it up a few seconds before mine does here.
It was actually made in Oakville, the satellite arm, and I'm right next door to Jokeville. Jokeville,
And
Joke,
I'm out here on the lake where we don't even have a satellite.
close to the lake. In fact, the sinkhole happened on Mississauga, down at the where the park is. That's a
Mhm.
mess. And then yesterday, some idiot wants to leave his dump truck open, and it hit the sign, and of course, the sign falls down on the 401. They have to close that shit. Oh yeah.
Well, I've got lurkers, Nikki, my haters that lurk, and they're not going to leave likes. And that's probably the other 9 people. Yeah, if that's just about how many that I've got that lurk every day that never say anything.
I
Probably because I have them blocked mainly, but I mean that's beside the point. I know Sam's probably got a couple names in, and does Green Thing does. They all do, all of them. There's at least 9 or 10 of them. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like I think it's neater than shit how the UK and Australia and all them are like they're like a day or a half a day ahead of us. You know, they've
okay.
already they've already lived today and they're in tomorrow when we're in here in today. It's tomorrow for them, and I'm like, can you tell me what horse won the race yesterday or what the Powerball numbers was that won?
Oh, Hamilton, homegrown. There he is.
Well, I wouldn't count on it too long, Hamilton. Depends on who's in here. Yep, cause all the trouble you want while you got the chance, because you know somebody's gonna smack you.
Uh
Uh,
oh. Why are they gonna
More,
smack?
there's my peepser. Because they don't like Hamilton homegrown.
Yeah, why? I'm
He-
in.
he-
I'm close to Hamilton. Well, not. I mean,
well,
oh,
that's
sorry.
not it. What happened was Jesse had a girlfriend. They broke up. Hamilton hooked up with the girlfriend that Jesse was with, which caused a big stink in YouTube. And that's all I know about it. I don't know anything about the whys, the heres, the fors. I don't know none of that.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
my business. Not my monkey, not my show.
yeah, not my monkey, not my business.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit. Always.
Oh, I don't know. I fell asleep during Evans. I turned Evans' stream on last night and fell asleep. No, I went through, I unblocked, I removed wrenches off people, a lot of people that hadn't been in lately. You know, if they hadn't been in a while and I hadn't seen them in my chats, I took the wrenches. Um, I made sure and went through and unblocked everybody except for, of course, those porn link bomber people. Um,
Hamilton, homegrown, trying to cause trouble. Well, you're just a Canadian. Don't worry about it. You're already trouble. They already slammed you as trouble, right? And because you're from Hamilton, you're extra trouble.
well, I go in, you know, on YouTube, when you try to report those porn link bomber people,
Yeah.
they want you to go almost through a long form, but if you'll just skip it and click that box other at the bottom and type down there that it's a porn site, that's all you got to do, and you don't have to go through that complete long form that they try to send you through to report their channel to get their channel took down. Because I had to do it yesterday, and they kept trying to send me to do the long form. I'm not going to do a long form on a porn link site, right?
Right.
So I figured out that if you click that other box, it gives you a place just to type in there and give them some additional information. And I tell them it's a porn site, and that's it. I haven't seen them come back today, so I'm assuming they got rid of them. Hey, Jankum.
You're not old news. Who's saying you're old news? And whoever's saying that, they're liars. Don't worry about it, Nikki. You're not old news. And don't be depressed. Why are you depressed?
Well, I was just trying to find out where my regular old chatter people used to be. They don't come in here anymore. See, there's Fraudnito. Fraudnito, he's unblocked. He knows I don't like him at all. but
If
yet he's unblocked. He's allowed to chat like everybody else, you know. And
you're just so,
so
you're
he,
so
uh,
honest.
yeah, I let them in so they can call me names and do whatever they want to, you know.
Nikki, how's things going with you? I was gonna say it's your mom, isn't it? Especially with Christmas and all this shit that just went over. Definitely.
Well, I got my son's headstone thing. My daughter went and picked out the design on it yesterday, and they should have it sometime this week. They should have it engraved and everything, so she can pick it up and take it out and set it at the cemetery.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, right?
Yep, Rodnito, uh, or Marble Mouth, whichever. He has two names, Rodnito and Marble Mouth. But
Did your girls enjoy the holidays at least, Nikki?
somebody ruined mashed taters for Peeps.
Yeah, we've seen that.
I love mashed taters.
Me too.
Well, I'm gonna be short on money here for the rest of the month, so I'm gonna be eating a lot of slop. I'm gonna be eating probably peanut butter and stale bread
No, you need
and
to get
mashed taters. And
porridge.
no, I'm just gonna be eating some basic junk that I can get cheap, and I'll go down. I know I'll go down and get the commodities, but they're not even doing anything now till after the 9th, as far as doing commodities or any of that. So I'm just gonna be, you know, waiting for that to see what they didn't give us nothing last month. There was hardly anything in that box. But I'm like Peeps. They gave me a package of hot dogs. Do you know after watching Sam deep throat those hot dogs, I'll never eat another hot dog again. Those hot dogs went to the dog.
We don't talk about the hot dogs. Hey,
No,
wait,
they usually give us like a pork loin and sausage patties. They usually give us a bunch of good stuff. We got a pack of freaking hot dogs last time, and I'm of all the meat you could have gave me in the world, why couldn't you give me a pack of bologna or some salami or something like that? But you give me a freaking pack of hot dogs.
yeah.
No. Yeah, I thought, man, that's low. That's low blow there.
I don't think so. Nikki, any news on your son? I don't
Oh,
think so.
mine, no, I mean, no, his on his death certificate, they put that it was an accidental drowning, but yet Sam's been coming around saying that either he killed my son or he had somebody kill him. I don't know what he's even talking about, but
I don't think so. I
Sam's been admitting to the dirty work,
I think
so I don't.
I think it was a boat. I said that though when it happened.
Yeah, I won't eat them, Peeps. I would starve to death honestly before I eat them. I would do without.
I'm gonna go put my crystals back.
But I was sick a couple days this week, and I really didn't eat anything. I couldn't. My head was too swollen because I had that water. It was just like breathing pure water out here for a couple, 2 or 3 days, and my head swole up, and it felt like I was walking around with a big balloon bubble on top of my head or something. My sinuses were all plugged up.
Like a vase.
No, it's just moisture.
Oh.
It's only early in the morning too. When you step outside, it's like you're breathing pure water.
Yeah. Dew. Morning dew. Gross.
Yeah, but it's heavy. But this is heavier than it's ever been, ever.
Look at our sky though. Our skies are changing too, right? So when we look at that,
Chop them up with a meat cleaver, Johnny. Beat them all into hell and back. Make it look like a worn out with JJ. Jenkum wants to tell us about the hot dogs.
oh God.
It's okay. It's okay, Prodnito. Honey, you can call me Smell all you want to. You know you want to bury your face up in this shit and snip it all day long.
Oh
If you
dear.
could get your nose up in it, baby, you'd bury it just to get a good whiff of it. Now,
Gross.
me and Juan, see, we could fight like that. That's why I let him come in. You know, me and Juan could sit. We can fight all day long. if people leave him alone, not be blocking him out and shit, you know.
I like fighting with him.
There
Oh,
goes breakfast. Well, it's true. Tell her, Fraudnito, tell Peeps. You just want to bury your face up between my legs, big boy.
oh dear.
Oh, the only reason I call him Fraudnito is because, you know, for a long time, I guess everybody thought he was Hispanic, right? And turns out he ain't a bit Hispanic.
It's probably white as
White
like
as rice. There you go.
I
No,
say white
thank
as
you. Come
fuck.
on, Juan. You know you wanna.
You wanna. You get
Come
it?
on. You
Wanna.
wanna. Yeah, come on. You know you wanna.
You wanna.
You wanna. Just don't make Charles jealous. Because Charles will give you a stomping. You go making my Charles jealous.
Haven't seen Charles in here.
No, he comes in periodically. But I told him to type in the chat so I can give him his wrench back. But he's going to have to give me mine back by giving him his back. But and it's not about the $2. I like Charles. I like talking to him. But the thing of it is um, he wouldn't type in the chat, so I still couldn't give him his wrench.
Oh,
You know,
he's been one of them.
yeah, he just being stubborn. That's
Uh-huh.
the way he is. He's hard headed like most men.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Stella gonna break him though.
Oh dear.
I'm that bareback rider gonna break that horse.
The rhinestone cowboy. What the hell?
Yeah, honey, I unblocked everybody yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Had my daughter do something for me. Thank you.
Oh, I didn't say he was my friend, Peeps. No, no, no. No, no, no. Just because I like somebody, they don't have to be my friend. Yeah, there you go, Stella Space Riders Union Local Local 001.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I know he's not my friend, Peeps, but he likes to troll me, and I enjoy being trolled by him. I like to, if I don't let him troll me, then I can't figure out his game, and that's my thing. I like working puzzles, Peeps, you know, and I like figuring out the game. And yeah, see, he's got a good troll game. He does. And I watch him work his magic moves every day, and I don't call them out, but I figure them out. But I think most of them's pretty smart, actually.
Oh, it's a traffic detail.
Oh no, he's got new ones. He has new ones every day. Yeah, you know a lot of them like I do. Yeah, but here's the thing, Peeps. You know his game. I know his game, but the people he's trolling don't know his game. That's what's funny about it. And me, I just like sit back and watch and laugh. Oops, I pooted. Sorry. I don't know if y'all heard that unrolling. Honey, did you hear it? Woo! Oh my God. We'll turn the fan on. Somebody, God bless. Ah, stinking right here.
Is it?
It's gotta be this coffee. It's gotta be this coffee. It's the only thing I'm doing different is the coffee. If I knew what you knew, if I if you know what I know. What do
Oh,
you mean party and blocked here, Johnny? I just went through my block list yesterday. Oh, you mean I had it. No, I unblocked everybody. Oh, I know what he's saying. I thought he meant party, whatever his name is. No, I was gonna say he wasn't in the block list. Um, Party something or other. Oh, he means we're having an unblocked party. Yeah, I unblocked him. Oh, Red, you didn't tell me. Hell, I may have, if YouTube don't work out, hell, I may have to go get me a chatterbait. Can you hook a sister up? Shit. I love you, Red. I know it. Honey, did you heard it, didn't you? Oh, it was loud.
What?
Hell, I may have to go get me one of them there ChatterBait accounts. You can make, I guess you can make money on them. Hell, ain't nobody chats better than I do. You know that. Okay, well well maybe we can figure it out together. And see, Red, back in my trolling days, back 30, 40 years ago, see, we would go to these places like that, and like say we would say set up an account. Say I'm gonna use Peeps for a reference, okay? But we would make like a ChatterBait account in Peeps's name and put her pictures on it, right? Now we did this shit back in my day, back in my old school days, back in my trolling days. I don't even mess with none of that shit anymore. I'm too old and I don't play the game anymore. But believe me, I know every bit of it that's being played. But no, but I'm not. No, no, no. I'm just saying, peeps. See, back in the day, this is what we did. And so untelling, and people did it back at me too. So there's probably untelling. Hell, I could be on ChatterBait or any of them dating sites. Oh, they'd sign you up for spam. That was one of the big ones, and you'd get spammed by everybody in the fucking country, forever. You'd be blocking spam emails for fucking years to come. I mean, they used to be more vicious. These trolls nowadays, they're lame. They're lame. They don't. I was just using you as a for instance, peeps. I should have said
I'm just gonna
Jenkum or
drop down.
somebody.
I got my daughter.
Jenkum? No, I didn't say that. I don't
Stop.
think I know what you look like, actually. Can you please show me?
Yeah, come up on panel and show her.
Yeah, I like to see and be seen. Come up. No, seriously, I ain't never said you was ugly as a fart in a church, but I tell you what, I don't mind looking at you. And I don't even know what you look like. Yeah, Sarah. Now, Sarah, yeah, Red, she's got that. Don't she have a ChatterBait? Oh, no. If I said it about you, I tell you right now, I would tell it to you right now. You one ugly ass motherfucker. Like proud Babylonian. Oh, my God. That is one ugly ass dude. Ugly. Short and ugly on top of it. Yeah, Jenkum, do you happen to have a boat? Hey, and a truck to pull it? Hey, if
So
you do, I'm interested.
I'll be in your chat. I gotta talk to my daughter. I hate to say rage, but it's one of those things where
Oh,
she's
Johnny, you're not lame.
doing her thing.
Johnny Cockring, he's not lame. Hell, he's a chicken man. He can't be lame. I ain't seen a lame chicken person yet. Oh, he's got a truck. Well, he's got to have a boat and he's got to have a truck to pull it. Now, I can't believe there's no sun. No sun yet.
No, I know.
It's almost 9 o'clock.
I'm
That's
gonna
why
stop.
I'm running on a little longer because I'm waiting for the sun to come out and warm it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not doing it over here. I got some things to do and I'll drop down, but I'll be listening. Thanks for having me up.
It's in one of your shorts, the front of it. Oh, okay, Cat. Thank you, honey. Oh, did you hear that one, honey? I'm not kidding you, man. I'm going to go get me some coleslaw. I mean, not coleslaw, but macaroni salad. I'll be right back because I'm serious, man. I think that coffee's just blowing through me like the wind. And since I'm not going to be going out to do any work just yet till the sun comes out, just give me 1 second. It's just right here. It's in my cooler outside. I put them outside. It keeps my food cold. Keeps it from ruining. Look here, Sam. Here you go. I found it, y'all. I decided to get potato salad and a piece of chicken. Makes a good breakfast. Ooh, I love the, Peeps, I told you I love that freaking, egg salad. If it gets warmed up out here, I may go get a box of eggs one day and just do nothing but boil me some eggs and eat boiled eggs and make some deviled eggs out of it. I got my stuff to make it. I got all my spices with me. Mm, mm. Man, this shit's a bomb. Hey, Basic Bob. Good morning, sweetheart. Good morning, Rodders. I know Sam's going to be mad because I'm having a meal alone and I'm not having a meal with family. He gets so mad. He had to make a whole live stream because I didn't eat Thanksgiving and Christmas with my family when they were just going to a church anyway, and I just didn't feel like getting out in the rain, huh? Well, let's see here. Hang on. Alrighty. Uh-oh. And then I have to pick the skin off because I don't like chicken skin. Here goes Sam. There's just some chicken skin. My dog loves it when I have chicken because he always gets his fair share. There you go. There's some more. Oh, really, Jenkum? Damn. Man, I've been talking to the wrong people. I need to been talking to Jenkum in here. Hell. Yep. I heard Sam say he was going to do her Rodders. She said she would do him too. I'd like to have pictures of that. I hope Sam videos it. Yeah, yeah, I know. Mm, mm-mm. I need y'all to hold on a minute because I need to make a phone call. I'll be right back though. Y'all stay there and chat.